Hello and welcome to the Cameron and Tia Show. I'm Tia, one half of Cameron and Tia, and today we're talking about how to make same-day slideshows fast. So first, what is a same-day slideshow? What it means to us is on a wedding day, we edit a handful of photos. Typically for us, it's about 25. And we import them, edit them, and we present them to our couple on the wedding day. Typically then the couple wants to see them, they want to show their parents, they want to show the bridal party. It's amazing and it's a huge way to over deliver for our couples. It's a surprise for our couples. They have no clue unless they know someone else that we've done it for, or they've been in a wedding that we've done it for someone else. But they still don't really know when it's coming, what it's going to look like, anything like that. So it's a little tricky to pull off, even with two of us. So know that it's my husband and I always shooting together, so we can always cover different areas of the reception or anything like that, or cocktail hour. But it's still a little tricky to do. So we don't do it at every single wedding. I would say we do it at about 90% of weddings, but some weddings run behind, or things happen during cocktail hour that we need to do that we didn't think we were gonna do, and then we're not able to make it happen. So that's also why we have it as a surprise, just in case things go awry during the wedding day and we're not able to make it happen. So let me break down how we do this. The first step is that we make covers for our same-day slideshow pre the wedding day. So we do these in Canva, and we present our same day slideshows on an iPad. And so we make covers beforehand that say, like, I'm going to show them on the screen, but they introduce the wedding, and then at the end it says congratulations. The reason that we made covers in the first place, A, it makes it look a little more professional, but B, we would always see our couples get to the end and they don't know how many photos are there. They don't know how long we went into the day with the same day slideshow, and they'll be kind of like swiping a couple times and then they'll realize that's the end. And so we don't want any disappointment to be associated with it of like, oh, that's all? Or like, oh, shoot, I'm already at the end. So instead we have a cover that says congratulations. They know they're at the end. The second step is on the wedding day. What we do is we rate, which on Canon R5s, it's in the top left corner. We press the rate button, and we do this throughout the day. So anytime that we have downtime, so maybe that's after portraits, one of us is driving then to the ceremony location. The person who's not driving will go through our cameras, and they'll generally know, okay, this is what we're looking for. We get in a groove. We actually wrote down at one point, like, okay, we want 3 couples portraits. We want 4 bridal party, 2 bridesmaids, 2 groomsmen, like that kind of vibe. So we know generally what we're looking for, and it's front of mind because we've just taken them. So we're able to know, like, oh, I know that this was so awesome. Oh, I know this went really well. So we'll just scroll through quickly. We'll rate them, and we rate them 1 star. The next step is at some point in the day. So when we do this is during cocktail hour. I photograph cocktail hour. So I photograph the guests mingling. I get a ton of like candids, and then I get a ton of like what we call grip and grins. So like ants with their arms wrapped around each other smiling at the camera. Cam then photographs the reception setup, and then he is open to do whatever for the rest of cocktail hour. So that only takes, like 5 to maybe 15 minutes. So during the rest of cocktail hour, he then imports. So we plug in the camera and we use the Canon software to import. So that's different than our normal process. Normally we use the cards and then we import, and that imports quickly to Photo Mechanic and or like Lightroom. Instead, the reason we do this is because we use that rating system, and then when we import, it's able to just import the images 1 star and higher. Now, the first time we did a same day slideshow, I remember this so vividly. We tried to import everything, and then we tried to flag on our computer. First of all, don't try to import everything. That takes freaking forever. But then trying to like go through on our computer was so much harder than just finding what we think is best. Know that your same day slideshow images do not need to be the absolute best. Yes, we're trying to hit those, but every once in a while we'll then maybe go to do their blog, and then we'll realize like, oh shoot, these 3 images are actually like what I want as the cover image, and they weren't even in the same day slideshow. But we're trying to hit that as much as possible. So that's how we import. So Cam does that then during cocktail hour. Additionally, he then edits the images. So he quickly applies a preset. We're not doing any sort of fancy editing, but he applies a preset, and then he'll kind of crop or straighten however that's needed. He'll then export, run them through JPEG Mini, and then because we have all Apple products, this makes this clutch for doing a same day slideshow. We bring our MacBook Pro to wedding days for him to do all this on, plug in the camera, import, edit, all the things. And then he's able to just airdrop to the iPad. We then have folders set up. So we did this when we made the same day slideshow covers. We have a folder that will be like Campbell Wedding, and it'll already have the front cover and the back cover in there. He then puts those in the folder, puts the photos that he just airdropped in that folder, and then there's a folder for Campbell Wedding. Then our ideal scenario is that we present it to them at dinner. So we typically wait until they've gotten their first course, so typically a salad. When they're starting to wrap up their salads, they got served first. So the rest of the reception, some people still haven't even gotten served. Most people are, everyone is still eating. They were literally served first. And so we will go up and say, surprise, we have some images ready for you. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but we found that that's the best time to not really interrupt them from anything else, because it's not going to prevent them from doing anything. They're going to talk about it. They're going to talk with their bridal party as they would be if they were just sitting there eating dinner. So we used to present it on the dance floor, and every once in a while that still happens if we can't get it done early. And I didn't necessarily love that because it felt like it was pulling them away. It's quick. It only takes like 5 minutes, but it still felt like it was pulling them away from something they wanted to be doing. And while a large majority of our couples are literally pumped out of their minds to see photos, I still didn't want to feel like I was the cause of pulling them away from something. So we love it at dinner. We also love it at dinner because they're around their bridal party. So here is the best feeling on earth. It is so rewarding for us because, I feel emotional about it. 9 times out of 10, they start scrolling through their photos, and then their maid of honor asks what it is, or they start showing their maid of honor. We have had situations where they're literally showing their entire harvest table. They're like, look at this, you guys. And these people are in the photos. They're in the bridal party photos, or they're in the ceremony photos, anything like that. So they want to see it too. They cheer their friends on. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys, that's insane. You will hear like eruptions. We will have scenarios where the bride and groom are looking, and then all of their friends, their moms, their parents are behind them also looking. We have also had scenarios on the dance floor where they're like holding it up, scrolling through for people. It's literally the best, and it's just like pure joy for them. We live in a culture where instant gratification is very present, and we can be like, oh, that sucks, like I can't believe all these generations like instant gratification, or we can cater to that and say, yeah, people love instant gratification. What can we do for instant gratification? It's a hit, and typically what happens is we've built relationships throughout the day with wedding party members, and maybe there's a bridesmaid, like let's say her name is Lauren, and I feel really close to Lauren. I'm like, oh, I can't wait until Lauren gets engaged, and she's really vibing, loving us throughout the day. The same day slideshow is, I feel often, where we seal the deal. Where Lauren thinks to herself, oh my gosh, I want that on my wedding day. Wow, look at how amazing those photos are. People get to see the end result of something they were in earlier in the day. And then, a year and a half from then, 3 years from then, Lauren typically ends up in our inbox inquiring. So it's a huge, it's hard to say if this is like a referral source for us, but it's a huge seal the deal type of concept for us. So let us know what questions you have. I know this is kind of a complicated concept of like, how can I transfer that into my business and make it work for me? If I have one person, if I only have a second shooter, anything like that. So let's chat about it. Drop in the comments. So if you're loving this business-minded content, here's the deal. Our business course is currently open. The doors are freaking open for you, but it closes at 11:30 p.m. tonight, Central Time. That is the last chance for you to get in the course, and we would love to have you there. We would love to have you going through the entire business course with a community of like-minded photographers and entrepreneurs. But the thing is, you've got to make it happen today. The doors close tonight, so I'm going to leave the link in our description so you can go check it out, see if it's a good fit for you. You've probably heard us already chatting about this, but again, if you're watching this live, go check it out now and see if it's a good fit for you. We only open these doors on a limited time basis, and so if you're not watching this live, just sign up for the wait list, and then you'll be notified when we open the doors again. Until next time, bye!